Howdy there, YouTube. Welcome back to another edition of Project Panther. Wanted to show you some of the progress I've made on it so far and take you through some of the challenges that I had continuing with the project, because projects change, and projects change so fast sometimes that you wonder why you even started the initial project once you've figured out what needs to be done, once you've seen the parts that fit the project. So this didn't work out, unfortunately. Part of the process is making things that aren't going to fit. This is going to be Panther's handguard, the shortest handguard in the world, I'm calling it, in the top, and this shortened one on the bottom. I'm going to dispense with any frivolities with paint or any of that, because this is eventually going to get a metal receiver, and I don't really feel like spending a lot of time painting something that I'm just going to take off. This is going to be our victim, though, for Panther. We're going to put this in there and we're going to melt her down with probably whatever lipo we can wire into the back there. I might even just have it hanging out of the back to melt it down. It's interesting, this gearbox had a 455mm barrel, but has the cutout for a short barrel. Whatever. And you can see it's one of these that doesn't have any bearings other than the lubricity of the gearbox body itself. This looks like some kind of nylon. Not quite sure. But one thing's for sure, we'll see how long it lasts. Even the these are pinned, they're not even screwed, so taking it apart really isn't even worth the time. I was going to put a Lonex A4 in there for some funs and giggles, and that's not even worth it. So we'll just melt her down the way it is. I'm sure it will. Not quite sure how we're going to film that, but through the magic of editing, we'll swap on that part I was talking about and talk a little bit about how that's going to continue this project past Panther. And this is it. This was the part that changed it all. Found this in my boneyard. I was missing the part that goes into the end cap for the handguard, but on this it works perfectly. It fits great. What an awesome find. I was glad that it didn't fit any of my other guns or was missing that part. So we're getting real close to being finished with the Panther project for being the lightweight CQB gun. And now I kind of want to just turn it into a nice, rifle. A little handy metal body, metal gearbox, 400 feet per second. Good to go rifle, but we started the project and we got this gearbox to melt down because it's not going in any other gun. I can assure you that. But it does work, and it works fairly well. It's motor's a little sparky, but hit full autos and semi-autos, and it'll definitely be able to be melted down for our enjoyment. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that film-wise, but I'll figure it out somehow. And at least give you some highlights. Maybe we can do some time-lapse or something. In any case, I'm really looking forward to the next build for when this is a half-decent gun. I'll probably leave this stuff the lightweight versions because this is metal and it makes the whole gun a lot heavier, so kind of balance it out that way. But I mean, as it is now, got the hop up and barrel and everything all situated, except for I ended up that much too long, which is okay. I can turn that off on a lathe. It'll just take a couple minutes, but if I would have just thought a little bit ahead of time, I probably could have just cut it, I did everything here first and then I went through my stack of barrels, and this one was darn close, but if I would have just done the barrel selection first, I could have, you know what I mean. I could always put a flash hider on here to cover that up also if I didn't want to turn that down, but I'm kind of a stickler like that. I don't want to see that, and I don't want it to get damaged if anyone is falling down or sticking it in the mud or anything. I'd much rather have to replace this than a barrel, especially a custom length barrel. I really don't feel the need to do any upgrades as far as the barrels are concerned on this one, especially for the Poly Panther project. We'll see how it shoots, but that's pretty much it for this installment. I'd really like to thank you for watching and see you next time.